Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 243. The first set of the day was submitted by Jack. You got the boxes underneath. The cable management isn't that great. Is there a little bit too much going on here?
I really think first thing you need to do is clean up. Whether it's wires or just boxes or random stuff on your desk, it's too much. It's an eyesore, and you need to clean everything up and then work from there. I mean, really, it's not a bad setup overall, but you really need to clean up. I know you're young, and I know it's like, oh my god, I don't want to clean, but you know what? Clean up. It'll definitely make your setup look better.
Jack scored 56. The next setup was submitted by Junior. Although it's not like a setup that blows my pants off, is a clean setup. Hey, the speakers, they might be a little too close. Spread them out just a little bit, but they are the water speakers, so automatic 2 points added for cool factor. Okay, yeah, it's lacking in theme. That's really it.
There's something above, but we can't really see what it is. So
he
that's
didn't want us to see it anyway.
Yeah, he's like, nah, it's not even that cool.
Yeah, dude, y'all don't want to see that shit. I'm just gonna pass on that. Junior scored 78. The next setup was submitted by Joey. I don't know if the headphones putting it there was sort of like a cool factor. Like, yeah, I've rocked some beats on my head before.
It's kind of like a J if you think about it.
Plus, that's not a great spot for it, so you should really mount that. Having all the books there, not a huge fan. Not sure what you're rocking over there on the left side. You know, you have your TV for gaming, and then you have a TV right above that. And I guess that's for when you're in your bed.
That's for pleasure. If you want to get a new desk and you say you don't like the desk, a new desk would be nice, because then you can kind of minimize the monitors and all that. You don't need 2 TVs, 2 monitors. You could probably cut down on both of them. Joey
scored 72. The next setup was submitted by Julian. So this setup, you might be thinking, the fuck is this?
Come on, dude.
This is a fast pass, but this is the first of many photos showing how he took his setup from this to this. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, if we look at the cable management, I think this is something that a lot of people can look at and be like, that's actually really nice. The way it goes across the molding at the bottom of the floor.
I think it's okay to have, a white desk with a black countertop because you have some color throughout the setup. I think it works.
Julian scored at 92. The next setup was submitted by Carl. What's really cool is episode 152 and episode 200, you could see the different variations of their setup as well. So what's really cool is he kind of started off with this, and then they kind of did one wall was for him, one wall was for her, and then they decided the best possible solution was to put them against the same wall, and man, I love it. If we go to the next photo, you can see closer onto Carl's side, and then the next photo shows closer onto his wife Linda's side, which I think is it's just really cool how they handled the setup. The next photo shows close up of the cable management for Carl's side. I mean, that's great. And then same for the other side, just great cable management. You're not seeing any cables. The lightsabers being mounted on the wall, a little bit of posters. Really looking forward to seeing what's happening. He even said he's going to add a LED strip under her case. That's going to look slick.
Yeah, for sure. And go check out the other episodes he was in, because episode 200, it showed off his TV area where I think he plays the VR or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has like a TV area with some war theme and all that, so he really did a great job.
Carl scored a 98. The next setup was submitted by Cameron. He was on episode 211 with the setup in his loft, but since then he's actually moved rooms and he has even more space for when his friends come over. I think it looks even better now. This is like pretty much a dedicated room. Now, one thing I'm a little confused with is he did say his brother also uses the room now too. I love everything. He even says those headphones, he doesn't use them anymore. They're just on display, so that's something to keep in mind. Really cool poster. I like, again, acoustic foam. People always say it's like, Matt, it's not going to do anything for sound, but it looks really cool. I think it adds a dimension to this that I really like. So much went into this, and I don't understand how he was able to take something that was so great and then all of a sudden bring it into a new room and make it even greater. Cameron scored a 98. The next setup was submitted by Dakota. Dakota also has a really cool setup. Now, this was his original setup. Take a look at it. And yeah, so obviously it looks like 2 colic shelves holding up a desk. Kind of what it is, but it's all DIY, which is cool. So for me, having the biggest monitor to the right side closer to the PC doesn't really make as much sense as it would to have the smaller one, so on and so forth. And then of course you could add more things. Headphone stand to the desk. If you had speakers, that adds a little bit. You get little things to put in the corner, little things related to theme.
I don't know why he's not putting stuff on the bottom. I guess because he maybe put his feet in there. I don't know.
I think he just made it, so like maybe he's still working on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure, get more stuff to go in those shelves on the bottom, but I think it's fine. Yeah, there's nowhere else he could put it. Those little action figures like Blastoise and all that kind of stuff. that's a great spot to put it because there's shelves built in. So I think it works.
Dakota scored a 92. The final setup of the day was submitted by Rudy. No matter what I say, the issue is the size of the room, the size of the desk. You're aware, obviously this is a lot harder because your desk is so small. You know, having your microphone on a table stand like that, it's going to pick up vibrations. It's going to pick up every little keyboard click more so than it would if it was just mounted up. That stuff is super cool. Would look awesome on display if you had more room so it wasn't all cluttered up on top of each other. 4K, which is great, but you can't really use that. I mean, come on. You might be able to, if you completely turn your neck. Rudy scored a 76. Carl and Cameron tied first place with a 98. Who do you think wins? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 243.